Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the NFT Morning. Today is October 14th, 2026. And I'm not with my dear partner, Remy, but I'm not alone. Today, I'm really happy and excited to be with Carlos Bat from CTT. Hi, Carlos. How are you?
Morning, John. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us this morning. We are live from Portugal. So, for people following us in France or whatever, it's 9 a.m. But for us, it's 8 a.m. actually, 8 a.m. So it's pretty early, but we're here, full of energy and super excited because we'll talk about it. But CTT is the Portuguese national post, basically, and they just released a new crypto stamp collection. So basically, they've been joining forces with Austrian Post and Luxembourg Post, and Netherlands and Belgium Post, to do a really, really nice crypto stamps series, around mythology. And I think it's very, very interesting because it's, we had the chance at NFT Morning to cover this crypto stamp topic, but I think it's the first time, we're talking about a kind of a cross-border initiative like this. So yeah, we will talk about it together. But first, Carlos, just wanted to know, yeah, before we start, maybe who you are, basically, what is, because yeah, CTT, so is a Portuguese post, and what is your mission basically there?
Okay, thank you very much, John. Once again, it's a real pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure for CTT to be here, closer to the Web3 community. Um, my role at CTT is to manage the innovation. Okay, so we have a structured approach to innovation, and me and my team have the mission to spread the message across the organization and to help different business units to accelerate their innovation projects. Okay, one
I
of
see.
them was, of course, this CryptoStamp project, but we'll talk a little bit more about later, right?
Definitely, definitely. So I understand. So you basically in charge of innovation. So anything new technologies and stamps, basically, and of course, blockchain is part of it. I just wanted to understand because it's not your first crypto stamp project, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Can you tell me more about what you already been working on?
Sure. Okay, so to answer your question, let me take you back to 2023. Okay, that's when CTT launched its first crypto stamp called the Caraval. Okay, you know Caraval, it's the symbol of the Portuguese discoveries. And why the Caraval? Because basically it represents exploration, courage, and the idea of venturing the unknown. And that's exactly what we are doing here with the crypto stamp world, stepping into the world of NFTs and blockchain. But here's the
Mm.
thing: it wasn't just about technology using blockchain or NFTs. It is about rejuvenating philately, a sector that is naturally aging. We wanted to create a bridge between generations. Okay, keep the beauty of having a physical stamp in your hand while introducing digital ownership with rarity mechanisms and other gamification dynamics that basically passionate the younger people and techie safe audiences. But innovation at CTT Portugal Post, as you started to mention, doesn't stop here. Okay, we like to call ourselves the first Portuguese startup with more than 5 centuries of experience. We were founded in 1520, therefore the name of our program, 1520 Innovation Program. And over the last decade, CTT Portugal Post, as many other postal operators across the globe, have undergone a profound transformation in their businesses, in their operations, mainly because our traditional and main revenue stream, the traditional mail, is declining globally, mainly due to this strong digital transformation that we are living at a rapid pace. Today, CTT Portugal Post, more than a postal operator, we call ourselves as an e-commerce logistics player with presence in the Iberian Peninsula. We offer everything in the e-commerce value chain, from digital tools for SMEs to create online stores, integration with storage and fulfillment and distribution, and of course, a very sophisticated parcel locker network. We
I
also
see.
sell enterprise solutions, financial products, and we even have the bank CTT. So when we talk about innovation, John, it's not just about NFTs. It's about reimagining the entire postal ecosystem for the digital age.
No, I totally understand. Actually, it's a big challenge, I believe, for most of the national post services in
Exactly.
the world because, as you mentioned, everything is becoming digital and using post mails now it's very only for some special reasons, legal reasons or whatever, or maybe some postcards to be nice or something like this. But
Yeah.
it's at the end of the day, most of the information is circulating digitally. So it's, of
We have
course,
to adapt. Yeah.
you have a transformative, I would say, challenge basically. And I think it's interesting to mention, yeah, all the work you've been working on, based on the fact that it's a 5 century, yeah, 5 century old company. And I like the idea of the first steps you've been working on also with caravels, because also now I spend a lot of time in Portugal, and of course, from big part of Portuguese also history is exploration, and with all these big explorers basically that are famous all around the world. And so yeah, it's pretty also a good image. I see, this is how I see also Portugal, small countries with a lot of ambition, and basically really open to the world basically.
Yeah.
So that
So we are.
was, so it was in 2020, 2023.
Yeah.
And now, so now you're coming with this new concept, with this Poseidon stems. Can you tell
Mhm.
us a bit more, about this project basically?
Yes. So this new second approach in the NFT world is basically the result of a joint cooperation between European postal operators, namely, as you mentioned, the Austrian Post, um, the Netherlands, the Post NL from the Netherlands, Post Luxembourg from Luxembourg, of course, B Post from Belgium, and this is a joint emission. We joined forces, and compared to the previous edition, this is for us even more special. Okay, this represents a truly leap forward for us. Um, First of all, okay, this European joint issue, as I mentioned, it's historic because it shows how traditional postal operators across the Europe are coming together to innovate and embrace Web3 in a sector a little bit more traditional as philately. We were able to join ourselves and to leap forward this innovation. It's a collaboration that goes beyond borders, and that's something we're very proud of. Okay, as you mentioned in the introduction, the topic chosen here for this emission was the Greek mythology, and Portugal selected Poseidon once again, and bringing the caravel in our minds. Poseidon is the god of the seas. Okay, it perfectly reflects our Atlantic identity and our spirit of exploration. The ocean has always been central to Portugal's history, and Poseidon symbolizes strength, movement, and transformation, values that basically are part of our innovation journey. But what really makes this edition so special is the technological and design evolution compared to our first CryptoStamp. This time, we partnered with Austrian Post and those guys are pioneers in the crypto stamp space. They have a lot of experience in this field, have years of experience and a strong collector base. The expertise basically helped us to raise the bar in terms of user experience. For instance,
Just in
um,
interrupting, sorry for interrupting.
sure,
So the first release you did it by yourself with your own. So basically, it was experimentation for you also. And
yeah,
now you're using Austrian post crypto stamp technology, right?
exactly. To be precise, the first emission was developed in partnership with a startup called StampsDAC. Okay, it is it's still a startup that is specialized. It's a marketplace, an international marketplace for postal operators to put their crypto stamps. We partnership with them to launch our first emission. The design was made by ourselves, and all the marketing and the campaigns and the commercial approach was all done by ourselves. The technological part was made with their support. This time, we partnership with Austria Post. As I mentioned, they are pretty experts in this field. They were one of the first to publish a crypto stamp. So we are using this time their technology, the CryptoStamp.com. So we are partner of the CryptoStamp family. Okay.
Amazing. So yeah, and we had the chance to have Leo and Crypto Stamped Austria team, last year at NFT Morning. And so they
Yeah.
explained their journey. Yeah, they started very early in 2019, and so they started to develop. Yeah, basically they became kind of a stamp technical operator. And now creating kind of a standard actually in Europe, in Europe, for consistency, I would say, for the crypto stamp market, basically.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, cool. And so, can you explain us just, okay, very technically, if it's okay, maybe I will go through the website and
Perfect.
try to
Our
get,
website, yeah, our website, right? You have the link. Yeah, sure.
yeah. So
Exactly.
because basically, for people to understand, you can see the presentation, the
Right
stamp,
beside and here.
and so the explanation about Poseidon, but now we can understand that every country have been selecting basically one
But
mythology god.
mhm.
So Zeus for the Austria, Hermes for Netherlands, Artemis for Luxembourg, Athena for the B post. What is B post? Is a British
It's
post.
Belgium. It's from
Ah,
Belgium.
Belgium, of course,
Yeah,
Belgian post, yeah. So and so the concept, if I'm not getting wrong, they are so digital twins. So just to
exactly,
remind people, so I go on the website, I can see here that I can buy directly online, and it's
exactly.
basically a classic Web2 payment system. So I can go to the shopping cart and then check out, and then basically selecting to get delivered. So I can have my basket, like any classical e-commerce website with Web2 payments, and I will get delivered a physical stamp.
You get,
And
yeah, you receive a booklet. Okay, a booklet that has a physical stamp that you can use it to send a postcard, a letter, whatever you want, and you also have a code to redeem the NFT, the digital twin. Okay. Yeah, first of all,
mm,
when you open the booklet, you can use the NFC technology in your smartphone to check and to verify the authenticity of the NFT. Okay, you just get closer to the booklet and check the authenticity, and then with your camera you can read the QR code or go directly to CryptoStamp.com, the platform from Austrian Post, and it directs you there. Okay, and then you can scratch the booklet and you have a code, and that you can use to redeem to redeem the NFT, your digital twin. Okay, and then you see that you have different levels of rarity. You can have different colors for the NFT, for the digital twin, and that's part of the gamification strategy that we are adopting. Okay, so
I
it's
see. So
yeah, it
basically, if
incentivizes people to buy more to get to the more rarity levels. Yes,
okay, so it's for the digital version. The physical one, they are all the same, right?
yes,
So I
yes,
buy
yes,
I get the booklet as you mentioned. So it's
exactly,
I have the booklet. It's really nice presentations, and I saw the way it's done. It's really nice. You see the stamp in the middle of the booklet. If you want, you can detach it and use it, to post any kind of mail. Basically, I think it's a stamp, so you can send. Or of course, you can use it, or you can keep it as a collector. And then I'm scratching the area to see the code. I'm going on the website, and then I'm going into a Web3 process where I need to create a wallet basically and claim my NFT. And thanks to the unique code, I will claim the NFT, and then, as you mentioned, there is a reveal, and so
exactly,
I can see if I got a rare one, and or if I got more a common one, and maybe in this case I will order more stamps, to get the rare one, right?
exactly, exactly.
I see. And how many stamps there are?
We have 25,000 from Portugal. Okay. Um, some of them we already packed them in bundles with the crypto stamps from other countries, and basically it has been a real success because the bundles were completely sold out in the 2 first weeks. Okay, so we're now producing more bundles. So the
Wow.
yeah, the demand is
So what
huge.
is it too late to get a bundle now?
No, because we are producing more. So
Ah,
it's a fresh news here. We are producing more bundles. So, but we still have single crypto stamps. So you can, again, it's a call to action. You can go to this website that you just projected here, and click on buy now and hurry up before they're gone.
okay. So far, I am on it. So far, I can see. I don't see the bundle, so it will be released soon. I believe
Now the
maybe.
bundle, no, yes, the bundle. Um, you can buy. If you go to our, yeah, it's now it's sold out. So
Ah,
probably
yeah.
when we have more, we will put again in our online store.
So we need to check the website
You,
regularly.
yeah, of course you can buy it here in our online store at CTT online store, or I mean, if you're Portuguese, if you like to go to our post offices, you can also buy there. We are also selling NFTs in our post offices, and the bundles are no exceptions. You can go there and order one for you.
I see. I see. No, that's very, very interesting. So, 25,000 stamps. So, and for people, because I know that people listening us are pretty, from a lot of them are for France or Germany, any other country, or maybe Austria also. So if they want to get, I believe also, yeah, if they want to get the full set, they can also go on different website services. So Portuguese first, and then also the Austrian website to get all of them, right?
Mm, you can buy them individually in each postal operator website, or you can buy the bundle in our website or in Austrian Post website. We are the only two making these bundles. If you
Ah,
want to buy
amazing.
all of them, if you don't if you don't want to buy the bundle, you have to go to each
Each website
operator's website
separately.
and buy them. Of course, we are making cross selling in each operator's website because, for instance, um, in B Post, or in Luxembourg Post, there's a mention to the Portuguese and to the other crypto stamp and the link to our website. So
Okay.
it's connected. It's
Wow, no, it's very interesting.
connected.
I believe it's a big project to do like a cross-border collaboration
Yeah.
like this. I'm just wondering how long, when have you initiated this project with the other post?
Okay, so Portugal was the last member to get into the CryptoStamp family. Okay, besides Austria, and Benelux. We are the first country to get into this family. We started our cooperation. So the first meetings, the first time we went to Vienna was last July 2024. Okay, of course we had meetings before, preparation meetings, but hands-on, our first Vienna trip was in July 2024.
Amazing, amazing. And I can see Jen that is also live
Yeah, thank you,
following.
Jen.
Okay, 2024. And so, okay, for me, it's always interesting, to get also your views because you mentioned, it's like a multi-century company
Uh-huh.
working on a topic that is totally new for most of the majority of people in the world, I would say. And I wanted to understand, what is the approach for you, when you're working on this kind of project? What is the is it not too complicated, to promote something like this in a company that, by nature, is traditional?
Yes, it's a very good question, a challenging one. But as I mentioned in the beginning of this conversation, this move from CTT to the digital to the Web3 world, it was a necessity. It's more than a nice to have, it's a must to have. You know, the philately sector is becoming old naturally. Okay. So we had here the necessity to address new customer segments, more digital, younger segments. Okay. So we have to target them in some way. And the crypto stamp was a natural move using these new technologies like blockchain and NFTs to enter and to get closer to these type of segments.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, just of course there are lots of challenges in bringing NFTs and blockchain into a corporate environment, as you mentioned. Sometimes with very traditional ways of working. The biggest challenge, of course, was cultural. Okay, when you are introducing disruptive technologies like this, or when you can talk about disruptive technologies like blockchain or AI, it's the cultural change is the same. In a company where sometimes there are some traditional approaches to in the ways of working, you're not just implementing a new system. Okay, you are changing mindsets, and that takes time. You need to balance risk and compliance with creativity and speed. So these corporate environments are built on trust, stability, and regulation, while Web3 basically navigates in openness, decentralization, and experimentation. So these two worlds don't naturally speak the same language. Okay, so the first step is to educate. That's why we invested a lot, not only in our first crypto stamp, the Caravel, but also in this one, in our website, explaining how to navigate the Web3 worlds, step by step procedure to redeem the NFT, to put it in your wallet, etc. And of course, we have a customer care center that is always available for even for more traditional customers, um, to to help them navigate this Web3 world.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I see. And so yeah, I believe, but I believe also within a corporate, I think in any corporate you have these questions that startups, don't are not facing, maybe about compliance, about
yeah.
legal, about finances. How have you? I think as an innovation manager, your job is to struggle internally and educate about it, right?
Exactly. Exactly, you are completely right. So of course we have teams here that support us, the legal, the financial. Of course, they support us with the technical issues, and again, there was this big advantage for us to be part of a consortium with very experienced players. Okay, like Austria Post. Most of our questions and our doubts they already lived before, so it was easy for them to clarify and to help us navigate this
Yeah.
ocean.
That's not, yeah. So if you sometime you have some weird questions from someone in the company, you can also ask the Austrian
Exactly,
post. Hey, maybe you already faced a similar issue, and you can explain that,
for
right?
sure. Yeah.
That's really interesting because it's also something pretty new, I believe. Because all the national, you know, you've been moving from, I would say, a national monopolistic business to an international competition and collaboration at the end of the day.
Yeah. But it's important to highlight that, for instance, um, in France, the La Poste is a national company, okay, but in Portugal, CTT is a completely private company, okay.
Ah, okay. It's
Yeah,
never been
we are a
okay.
private. Yeah, that's very important to highlight because this explains the CTT being a private company explains the very high pace of adaptation that we are presenting today to adapt to market changes and new realities. It's again the velocity that we have to adapt the structural change in the with the declining of the traditional mail. We have to reinvent ourselves and to diversify our business streams, our to find new business lines, to
Yeah,
resuming
you are,
to
you
find
are
new avenues of growth, you see. And
I see.
since we are private, we have the freedom to be very rapid in this adaptation.
So this is why you mentioned at the beginning that you are the first Portuguese startup.
Exactly, it's in our DNA.
Yeah, so you need to adapt. So yeah, because you have no choice. You, as you mentioned, so you've been used to competition. I would say for forever. When the company became private, you know,
uh, More or less in 2014, I think.
2014. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's an important move. So yeah, you are used to face competition and adaptation and innovation. I see. And this is why also, on the other hand, it's giving you also the opportunity to work potentially not only in Portugal.
Yeah, exactly. We are, as I mentioned to you, now we are competing with the logistics players. Okay, we are an e-commerce logistic player, and right now we are we had always our presence in Portugal and Mozambique, an old colony from Portugal. But today we are present in the Iberian Peninsula. We are creating this strong network of distribution. So today we are a logistics player with Iberian presence.
Okay, so yeah, you're a logistic company and also working, yeah, competing, I would say, with like other logistic like DHL or even Amazon
Exactly.
for like
Exactly.
your logistic services.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, to come back to the crypto stamps, I wanted to understand also because you have a philately activity at CTT. So I believe you have an activity where you are regularly releasing new stamps, that are traditional physical stamps, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you have these collectors, traditional collectors. You mentioned, pretty the average is becoming pretty old. Uh, I wanted to understand: do these people are interested also? Are they collecting crypto stamps?
Yeah. No, it's a good question because, and I think it's important here also to we made this. We are the innovation team. We made this in partnership with Philately, our philatelic division, and it's very important here to clarify our approach to this market. So we believe in coexistence. Okay, for traditional collectors, We know that the physical stamp remains absolutely central. Okay? Uh, it has a postal value, artistic quality, a sense of heritage. I mean, people like to have the stamps in their hand, to analyze it, to see it in their hand. So it's something traditional that we don't want to disappear. That's something that we'll never lose, okay? But for digital natives, as I mentioned, a new segment that we want to address, the NFT adds a completely new layer of engagement. It's interactive, it's tradable, and it connects philately to the digital ecosystems they already live in. So our approach is simple. This is an addition, not a replacement. We're not asking anyone to abandon the physical experience. We are basically enriching it with a digital dimension. And of course, we keep the experience simple and inclusive. And that's why, as you were asking, these traditional collectors are joining the NFTs. They have curiosity about them and they buy them. Okay. They might feel some questions and some doubts during the process, but that's why we are here. As I mentioned, we have a dedicated line to help them navigate in the Web3 world and to help them to redeem the NFTs, to pass to download and to install the MetaMask wallet, to pass the NFTs to the MetaMask wallet, and so on. So we are here to help them. But the thing here is many of them buy the NFT with curiosity, but they don't even redeem sometimes, okay? Because if you want the NFT, great. You can claim it easily and store it in your wallet. If you don't, you still have a beautiful stamp that you can hold in your hand that tells a story and carries cultural value like the traditional philatelic emissions. It's about offering choice, not forcing the change. You see, and just to finish this topic, this balance for us is crucial because innovation should never alienate. It should invite, bringing people together, not separate. Okay, by giving people options, we create a space where tradition and technology can live side by side, and that's how you build trust, right?
No, I think it's a really good use case because we are interviewing a lot of Web3 projects, and it's always been the challenge, how to have a smooth process. And I think this is what is interesting, as you mentioned. I think it's experience, and I think also it may become a standard. Basically, you can go to, as you mentioned, to the post office, or you can buy online like
Yeah,
any other. So you just buy it like any other stamps you are selling and commercializing, basically.
exactly.
And then up to you, to read the explanation, to potentially tap with your phone and get the MetaMask and scratch the code and claim the NFT. Up to you to do it or not. If you want to keep it unscratched, I know that some collectors, they like to keep it unscratched,
There are a
like
lot of them. Yeah.
virgin.
Yes.
They know that the NFT is here somewhere, but
Somewhere.
it's not opened. It's not revealed, and even you don't know if it's scarce or not. And so potentially in the future, you could resell it and resell the NFT together without getting scratched, right?
Exactly. Probably I think it's even more valuable one day. They can sell them unscratched, so it's super valuable. It's
Hey, it's like an
yeah,
unpacked present, basically.
exactly,
And also, actually, for second hand market, maybe it's easier because at the moment you are scratching and collecting, you start to have separation of the physical, not separation, but the NFT could be sent to another wallet or sold separately versus the physical one, right?
I'm glad you mentioned that aspect because um, it's important also to mention that at least CTT Portugal posts it's in the NFT business not because of this financial perspective of
Speculation.
valuating
Yeah.
assets. Exactly, it's it's always mixed. It's always linked with this traditional and our heritage from philately. Okay, it's a cultural approach. Um, when we entered this crypto stamps world, but of course, we know that the digital natives, these new segments that want to embrace this type of assets, of course, they are free to resell them in the secondary market, and of course, we are prepared to it. I mean, it's a way of dealing with this asset. It's an asset. It's a digital asset. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting because it's something pretty new, the crypto stamps. On the other hand, you have a lot of countries. I don't have the exact figures, but maybe 30 countries, or maybe more, who's been doing crypto stamps. And you have pretty engaged collectors in this area. So I'm pretty sure that at the moment, also, yeah, the second-hand market, not only for speculations, but for, it's also the story of philately. Philately, it's always been about, yeah, finding, completing your collection. I didn't get this one, I want to buy it, and
Yeah.
it's not available anymore. So I believe that, yeah, it's interesting to see how this market will be organized, right?
No, it's true, and the layer that I mentioned about rarities help this. Okay, it's a gamification layer that boosts and incentivizes that ambition to get the one that you don't have yet, and promotes this interaction between the community, right?
I see. Now that's very interesting, and I wanted to understand because of course, now you started this journey. You say in 2023. Now we are in almost in 2026.
Uh-huh.
Um, how do you see? Are you already working on new CryptoStamps projects?
Okay, so
Can we expect the CTT to prepare something to continue working on this in the future?
we are right now very focused in promoting and guarantee that this emission with the Austrian Post and the other operators to be a success. Okay, we are very much focused in this mission right now, but of course we are open to think about new projects in the crypto stamp world, and I cannot deny that we are already having some conversations. You like the teaser, right?
We're looking.
We are having some big conversations for some next emissions, so let's see.
Okay, now that's interesting. Just so you mentioned, it's 25,000 stamps. Do we have an idea so far about how many are sold?
Um, I don't have the exact numbers for today, but I mean almost 30% of the collection is already sold.
Okay,
More or less 2 weeks, so 3 weeks. Okay,
in two
so
weeks. Okay, yeah. So that's interesting. So yeah, we can. It's happening now. It's very interesting. Me, no, I want. Actually, I'm buying one set right now. So that's
perfect, perfect. And
yeah,
you
yeah.
actually put a dedicated news in your newsletter with the link. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah. So now we try. We really believe in this. There are connections, and I think it's uh, we see that the NFT people, they like also to collect physical pieces, and I think the model you've been defining with crypto stamps, actually, it's something interesting, even for physical art. For it make you
Mhm.
think about all the good way to do hybrid or digital twins in the future. So that's very interesting. And about the future, uh, I think, okay, it's more maybe a philosophical, but it's also something that I'm pretty sure you're thinking about. Uh, you mentioned that the CTT and all the post services are changing, and need to adapt and create new services. What is the future of for you? Because what is the future of stamps? Because at the end of the day, it's good for collecting, and you will always have a collecting market. Do you think blockchain can play a bigger role, in the on the stamp market?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Just uh, before I go directly to the question, let me just give a little bit of context of our approach to innovation. Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
that will help to explain how we see topics like blockchain and others. Um, we have a structured approach to innovation. We have a strategic hand and a tactical one here in the innovation management team. The strategic one is the so-called CTT's innovation agenda, okay, which is a roadmap that we built in collaboration with different business units across the company. We created an ecosystem of champions, people responsible to tackle different innovation topics. And in this roadmap, we define different innovation topics and trends that you want to address in the short, medium, and long term. Okay. And of course, Web3, blockchain, NFT are in this agenda. Okay. I cannot tell you that they are completely for the short term to tackle, okay, because the crypto stamp is an exception, is an exception. Of course, we are already launching this emission with the NFTs. It's an exception, but there are different other topics more urgent for the CTT as a whole to tackle, like automation and robotics. We are doing experiments with androids, humanoids in the sorting centers. Artificial intelligence, of course, we are doing a lot. We have like a governance model and a dedicated team um, to this topic, and to start accelerating some use cases across different business units. But of course, I see uh, blockchain and as a long term to be very. We need to be very pay attention to this topic, okay? Because in terms of the future of philately, let me tell you, I imagine a future with with a truly hybrid experience, where the physical and the digital worlds coexist seamlessly and complement each other. The beauty of the physical stamp, as I mentioned before, for traditional for traditional collectors, will never disappear. Okay, it's a piece of art, a cultural artifact, and a tangible connection to history that we are used to be to see and to feel, right? But alongside that, of course, we see a digital layer that can transform how collectors interact with their collections. Just imagine this, John. Collectors trading NFTs in virtual galleries, showcasing their pieces, their rare pieces in immersive environments, maybe using the metaverse or other type of approach. And these galleries could allow people from all over the world to be together, to admire, to buy, to exchange stamps without borders, to make to make easier this connection between collectors, the new collectors. Then,
Wow.
of course, there's other types of technology like augmented reality. Imagine, for instance, our own Poseidon. This Poseidon here, you can you could point the phone to a physical stamp, and you could see it coming to life. Poseidon emerging from the waves, historical ships sailing across your desk, or imagine interactive stories about the stamp's origin. This adds a completely new dimension to collecting. And of course, blockchain can bring an extra layer of security for the collectors. So I think there's a lot to imagine. There's different technologies that can allow us to dream about a future for philately, more digital, more inclusive, more collaborative. Okay, at
Wow.
least that's our vision.
Okay, that's very interesting and yeah, very inspiring. So now I wanted to thank you, Carlos, for this.
The pleasure
I
was
don't know
all
if there,
mine.
No, yeah. So I would remind, of course, the information about the current series. I wanted to know, is there anything else, just you want to share with NFT collectors, people interested by NFTs at NFT Morning?
No, once again, it's a new call to action. Please go to our website and explore it, or in the cryptostamp.com at Austrian Post. You can try in both. We have also in the Austrian Post site our crypto stamp there. You can go here to CTT Portugal Post crypto stamp. You can learn more about our NFT, um, and buy it, and you can click buy now. It's a very seamless experience, and if you are interested in learning more about our first emission, you can go to the bottom of the page and to learn more about the caravel. If you want also to learn more about the a little bit up, these are the facts, and if you learn a little bit more, you can go just up.
Where to buy the crypto stamp?
No,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
caravel.
Crypto stamp Caravella.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This was the first one, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and there was one unique out of the photo. Okay, this one. Do you know if it has been revealed, the unique one of the Caravelle
As
collection?
far as you know, no. As far as we know, because as we
Hmm.
mentioned, there are many people buy but don't redeem. You see, so probably it might already been sold, but we don't know.
Wow, that's very
Just,
interesting.
I just wanted to mention that not only related with NFTs, but since we are talking about innovation, also a part of our innovation model is our 1520 corporate VC fund. Okay, CTT has a fund to invest in startups. We are doing several investments in different innovation topics aligned with the innovation agenda that I mentioned to you, from AI to fintech to mobility, different ones. So if you're a startup based in Portugal, uh, since we are a CFID fund, if you are based in Portugal and if you want to talk, please give us a call, and we'll talk.
Amazing, amazing. So that's really very, very interesting. No, I really wanted to thank you, Carlos, for being with us this morning. So everybody, yeah, basically it's very easy. You can go on the CTT Crypto Stamp website
Yeah,
or the Austrian Crypto Stamp website. Discover the collection. It's basically less than 10 euro per stamp. So and you have the physical and the digital one, and you can buy 1, 10, whatever you want, basically. So I got my one, so I hope I will get it soon. And I really invite everybody to dig. I know that some people listening are already buying their one also. And so I wanted just to thank you, Carlos, and
thank you,
I'm
John.
pretty sure we will have the chance to see you again in a few months to talk
For
a bit
sure.
more, about this full world of crypto stamps. For everybody following us regularly, I just wanted to let you know that tomorrow we will talk about art. We'll have the chance to have Kevin Abosch with us, so the big digital artist. He will come with the TAEX gallery, and because they will be exhibiting at Paris Photo Trade Show. So I invite you to follow us tomorrow at 9 a.m. CET. And everybody have a great day. Enjoy. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you for
And
having me, John.
good morning.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Happy, really happy